Okay, testing. Hopefully the live stream is working once more for the fourth time. Because the only see was when you fall asleep and then snapping and then you're in here and then this will be the last one. Wait, I'm gonna type a dot. I love your nose. All right. I'm not sure if anyone can hear me because it's still doing this line thing again. I do not like this MacBook. I don't. Honestly, it sucks that I just can't get straight to it. Okay, there we go. It says 54 seconds. So hopefully the live stream is working. And I know that Sorry want me to. I still have the tab open, of course. So you want me to look up. What is it? Oh, they do have backgrounds for that. All right, I'm gonna try to ignore these other YouTubers. Yes, the age of ban at Walmart. Finally. I'm sorry. What the Space King too? Can I just share this? I'm sorry. You know what? As someone that's black, right? I'm sorry that struggles with his disabilities, etc. It's still stuck at. Well, it's only at 55 seconds. I don't know what's taking so long. I'm sorry, but I do not like this man. I don't. And I know I may get caught up. Plus, he does act weird among his younger fans. Not like inappropriate. Like, I mean, not like in a sexual way, of course. But oh, he would pretend like he would. Did my MacBook just? The screen went blank. Why is that moving? Oh, MacBook, please, come on. It's gonna get late, and I know that Sori is exhausted, and Darren as well. MacBook, please, come on. I hate this damn thing. Honestly, I don't know why the damn timer's not moving. It's been 3 minutes already. Crap. Shoot. All right, hopefully the live stream will just work on its own. Okay, it says 3 viewers. It's 2.5 minutes. Maybe it'll catch up. So let me just share it away. This guy, he has like, I don't know how many subscribers, a lot, right? And seeing something like this in the title, Walmart banned us again. He deserves it. I know he's like loved and he is caring of his like young viewers or kids. But that's why I don't like some YouTubers like this because they easily get away with just doing some, petty crime, right? And I'm glad that he's banned. I don't care if he has over 2 million. It doesn't make him some damn like Vishnu or something similar to that, right? It really irritates me. Just because he's proper, he thinks he can do whatever he wants. I'm glad he got banned. I might watch that later for myself. So I don't know if Sirius took you so long. I mean, it says 2 minutes and 31 seconds, right? I just hope that y'all can still hear me. I'm so sorry, Sirius taking forever. Play my MacBook, honestly. But here's the ham. This is 2 minutes and 32 seconds. It's going to take a little bit. I don't think you can see it. See, it's three pieces. And I have one in here as well. Because my mother must have put it on both containers. No, I'm not going to give you any of this. Sorry. What's taking so long? Damn, this MacBook sucks. I just don't get it. Hush, mamas. Okay, it says 4 minutes and 25, right? It's been 5 minutes. So I'm thinking maybe take a bit for for your messages to come in. I don't know why, but hope to Buddha that it will come up. I'm gonna try to at least eat a couple chicken tenders. Let me add another dot. There we go. I hope that y'all can still hear me. Like it's not during the loading. Like, oh, it's buffering, it's buffering. I just noticed that the dishes are done. Hush, mamas. See, that's what I don't like about this MacBook. It takes so long just to interact with you all because I can't see your messages. And everyone else just has decent down equipment, and I get punished for being poor. Ugh, I don't wonder when you're rich, people treat you like some god. I don't know why. I'm so glad that we're all gonna die eventually. And sorry, I see your dot. I think it's okay. So 7 minutes now. Darren, I see yours. Stolas, I see yours. Bella, I'm gonna lay down. You don't care if Corey returns? I mean, it's all right. I just wanted to share how I feel because people would, oh, you know what? You should care because you're a loser that doesn't like a large YouTuber. Not like, oh, you know what? They don't deserve it. It's just that I'm expressing my feelings because I just don't like creator. Like it's as though if you don't like Donald Trump, people would actually decapitate your head. I just need my parents to go to fucking sleep. No problem there, and I don't blame you. I'm glad you can still hear me. Oh, I might check out that video shortly. The thing is, there's just such a weird channel. He does this weird that Bibbly Bob or some stupid whatever for his kid viewers, right? Okay, I think your messages are slowly coming up. I see stories that said yum 3 minutes ago, so it'll catch up. You know, I've seen his videos before. He acts like a freak. So basically a weirdo, but not the type of a, and I see a dot, sorry, a weirdo that I want to be around. And Darren, I could see your dot as well. But yeah, I feel awful for all of this. But Dan, you ought to apologize, honestly. Like, oh, you got to know. Yeah, I just can't stand YouTubers like that. They bug me. It felt good to get that out of my system. So is Supermom 64? Oh, Pinnacle's video. He got 553,000 views. I think his view count went down a little bit. I know, like in the first 3 days or a few days, it went viral. Good for him, though. But anyway, you feel mentally drained. Same here, Darren. Oh, let me try to find it. Dot. Okay, I found it. I think. What is it? Oh, sorry. Are you sure? You want me to watch that again? Are you sure? She wants me to watch that no one cares about you type of creepypasta. Remember, pay no response. He's giving me a free view. Pay no response. Yeah, Darren, tell me about it. You know what? Fine, we can watch it. What is that Spanish channel that does those animations? I see them everywhere. It's that Cas Van de Pol. They got interesting animations. Yeah, he's just giving us a free view. But yeah, sorry, that's what I'm watching out right now. I'm surprised you liked it so much. So I gotta remember the comments, right? I'm gonna read the one for y'all. Hope to Buddha that you can see the screen. So the first, I forgot Sorry loves this. So am I, you know what? Whatever. I don't mind because you went to a lot. I forgot what the stages of grief is. I want to read this comment again. So this to me feels like what depression is like. You're doing more or less the same thing as everyone else, except collect a star. There's just less life to it. The things that are making artists excited aren't there for you. You're just going through the motions, and even how you can, if you chose to try to appreciate that, at least that you can see the colors and hear the music and wonder the landscape. Even the excitement and the finer details aren't there, but it's actually good to be okay with that when you know how much more there's supposed to be, right? Someone mentioned this 5 stages of grief, right? I like reading those. Where is that comment? It's kind of weird how the music is a little sluggish though. Because I guess when you go into depression, right? That's how it feels. Oh, good. Thank you, real ice ammo mod 0 or all. It's kind of weird. Jamal can't teleport. So basically, wait, I'm confused. Oh, that's the end, right? So the 5 stages of grief is denial, and then rage, which is what what we have faced. I don't forget what negotiation means. Depression and then acceptance. So I guess the denial is basically when I can't explain the first stage, right? It's when I don't know how to explain denial. Like I don't know how to explain it. I know I did this a long time. What, a couple months ago? I forgot. I forgot though. So basically, the waterfall's gone, but Peach's painting is still there. That's kind of strange. Why is the water fountain gone? I don't get that. I don't get that. So that's why it's so quiet, because I can't hear the waterfall. I can hear the birds chirping though. I'm trying to find another good comment though. But I can't. Damn it. See, there's only 2 bob-ombs. I try to understand. So my theory is that you is drawing all the road, making birds die. Objective get the start. Water dries, the corrupted model is just you destroying Mario model. When it's shredded, you can't still play Now the World is Better, because that's right. That's basically him dying by suicide. I like to say committing suicide, because that sounds like, oh, it's a crime. It's not. I try to say why he's ground pounding that, where the cannon is supposed to be. I can't find the other comments though that explain this. So basically, I try to understand, right? Darren, you had to block him. I know you're pissed off, but he's giving us a free view. That's what I said. Wait, is he really? Oh, you know what? Come to think of it, you know what? Fine. That's my mistake for unblocking him. Just to clarify, I'm so sorry about that. Sorry, I am. Another reason why I broke down before is because when y'all saying my block was for invalid reasons, it struck a nerve, and because I had ex-friends in the past, oh, I understand. So as I didn't know you feel that way. I really understand that. I really do. Honestly, I understand that. Right. I totally understand that. Wait, I want to show y'all a little something after this video ends. I want to show something really important. I'm sure y'all probably know who I'm gonna talk about. Don't worry, it's no one like dreadful, like Smiley. Don't worry. And sorry, that means a lot, honestly. Sorry, I didn't realize that there's a typo. I was focused. Oh, you're focused on the video, Darren? Oh, good. So you were getting engaged. So it's like what we all went through, right? This is by the one that Sorry told me about, Rabbit4240. I tried to find a couple other comments. The thing is, this explains mental health, right? If that makes sense, because this is a moral creepypasta. These are supposed to be the 5 stages of grief, right? I can't explain it. I did a good job explaining it the first time, but I don't remember though because it's been a while. I can see why Sori loves this video because she brought up about how depressed she is and how she feels misunderstood, which we could relate, right? So this is stage 3. I forgot what stage 3 was. It's quiet. Peach's portrait is gone. No birds. So basically, Ma's depression is worsening. So he goes in. There's only one bomb. I'm gonna get emotional watching this again. Am I? Oh my! I think. Sorry so much for wanting to share this. This is gonna help our mental state. I try to be more though, but these people do not want to share a damn thing. It's like, oh my god, or correct the bit tomorrow. Objective, the music gets slow. So basically, this is stage 3, right? Stage 3, it's like frustration, I think. I'm not sure, right? So basically, no wait, rage is 2, right? I forgot what the 5 stages of grief is. I'm too lazy to look it up because, well, my phone is dead, so I can't, right? Oh man, how the hell am I gonna scroll up all these comments? There's too many of them. What Nanaki says to shorten it, the one where everyone hates Mal and he's driven to suicide. Well, that rams it up. So basically, the arrows tells him to not go back, right? Kind of like what Darren also mentioned. And basically, that's kind of like how I acted earlier, I think. I try to understand about the other phases, though. Hold on. Imagine being really depressed and this video pops up and you're recommended. So basically, that's supposed to be Miles' gravestone, right? I'm not sure what the arrows mean. I don't know. Like, it's supposed to be him dying. Kind of like how I wanted to starve myself, which I did, and I almost died, but I suffocated. Maybe it's because of the lack of sleep. I don't think it's because I was starving. I don't know. I think it was the lack of sleep because you can die if you don't sleep. It's possible. Wait, someone's comment was pinned. I remember what happened to it. So, just to remove a brick, text remove this comment doesn't help. There's the star again. All right, so to me, this ROM hack is about suicide. by Mike's fails. The ROM changes with each crash, and the error messages tell you something has changed. And the changes, the ROM becomes more and more despair, inducing the more you look at it. See? There's no sky. There's no water. There's no sound. There are always some details that you miss in the process of life, but it doesn't matter because everything is better off without you. I do love this video a lot, though. I hear noises outside. Oh, can people just go inside? I know it's close to the damn holidays. Sorry, I'm being so antisocial right now. There's no bob-ombs. It's quiet. It's quiet. That's static. I hear it. Leave. So what if Mom's actually the bad guy and the world is better off without him? I heard about that. So basically, this is like us being depressed, right? We don't see anything. It's just dark. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna freak out, am I? I'm not gonna like this, but I need it right now. I hate that sound. I hate this so much. Damn you, sorry for this. So basically, if I'm reading that comment right now, this is like one of the best videos I've ever watched on YouTube. I'm not crying as much this time. This is pretty therapeutic. Where's that comment? Where is it? Man, I know when I first watched this, I got goosebumps. I'm not getting or snow. I'm not getting snow on my skin this time. Where is it? Where is it? All right, I found it. Hold on. I'm at 11:46, right? So basically, this person says that 12:15 is denial. 12:20 is rage. So acceptance is suicide. All right. So what Mom's doing right here, right, is denial. And then he's raging. When he's ground pounding, he's frustrated. Negotiation, I forgot what that means. And then 12:29 is depression. So depression is he's stuck, he's crawling, he's afraid. And then next thing you know, suicide. I hate this music. I hate this. Damn you, sorry. Curse you. So I think I understand why this is so important because even though everything is back to normal, the trees, the butterflies, and I'm thinking Peach's portrait, the waterfall is missing. So basically, I try to see myself as this because if we die by suicide, even though people don't care, there's at least one person on this earth does. Not ourselves, I'm sure. But man, this is a good video. Honestly. Well, Global, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry, but you did upset me. You did. Okay? Sorry, but the when I was this really sleepy and all, it hurts a lot. Look, I'll give you if you care a lot. I'm sorry, what you said was really hurtful because of how I'm tired. You feel weirded out, especially since you said that, oh, if I had a blank screen, then you're not gonna be, wanting to comment or something. Everyone else, like Dumbo, Darren, and at least Sorori, those three, they would like stop on by to comment. They don't have to stay, but it'd be nice if they say something. But it hurts a lot. That's why I removed you as a mod. Um, yeah, Darren, let me look that up. Okay, so Smack had to switch to his phone. Yeah, me either, sorry. I always wonder why it's like that. And yes, I am responding. I just got done because the video is really important. Hey! Stop! I tried defending you and me when Dion was yelling, but he didn't listen at the time. Darren didn't even defend us because he was worried Dion might block him. Yeah. I was just going to a lot. I want y'all to know that, right? I mean, I know we're all going to a lot. And I noticed the time froze. Great. I can't believe it's midnight. I'm surprised that, man, this is the latest that Sori and Dumbbell, Darren has been up with me. I will let you know the map book is something up. I'm doing my best right now. It's stuck at 27 minutes and 43 seconds. I'm just a little upset, Global. I really am. I really am, honestly, because the way you said that, like, oh, you know what? This is weird that you sleep on the live stream. Like, I was exhausted. I know you're being supportive, but you could at least have said something kinder. It felt like a little stab in the chest when you said that. It's going to take a bit for the live stream to load up, so please bear with me. Darren, let me do your request. God, why do I keep hearing voices? It's almost damn midnight for crying out loud. Flag. Oh, I don't care about the one I saw. Flag. .mp4. Darren, I don't think I could add that symbol. Is that supposed to be an I? Analog horror. Also, I gotta eat my burrito. Sucks we're out of barbecue sauce. I found it. The live stream is still frozen. I'm gonna get my burrito. All right, it's still loading. I'm sorry. Honestly, I don't know what's taking so long. No, mamas. Taiwan. Japan. No, mamas. South Korea. North Korea. Philippines. Vietnam. France. The Netherlands. Russia. The USSR. This is an interesting video. I do like all of these flags. Italy. Ireland. Cote d'Ivoire. I don't know what that is. The United States of... Oh, interesting. After we became a country, right? What the hell is that? Nazi German rights. So Nazi Germany. It lasted for 10 years. Ukraine. Brazil. Australia. No, mamas. The Japanese Empire. This is a cool video. Libya. A country in Africa is Libya. With an area of almost what? Really? Huh. Libya. Jordan. Canada. Yeah, I think the live stream is still frozen. United Kingdom. Turkey. Spain. What is that? I do not know what the heck that means. I just saw it's in Chinese symbols. This is pretty cool. The royal flag. Is that all? Huh, that was pretty cool. Oh, wow, a lot of these are Chinese. No wonder you want to sort of stuff with me, Darren, because a lot of these commenters are Chinese. Everyone, it's still frozen. I'm sorry. Honestly, I don't know what's going on. It sucks because it's midnight. I know that half of you are exhausted. This MacBook stinks. It does. I really want to break the machine. I do. Like, literally, I want to break its hard drive and just, like, eat the darn, like, circuits. So I can see why it's a favorite, because of how accurate it is for the both of us to having to go through that. I'll be back. I'll go get some water. It may take a bit because it sucks that your message came in 9 minutes late. In here. God, what's taking so long? Oh, MacBook. That's why I know I'm gonna read Google's message, but the MacBook is just not. It's slowly popping up. He was saying he didn't like watching other streamers. Wait, Global said that he wasn't calling me weird. I thought that he was. I'm sorry. He was saying he didn't like watching other streamers sleep on stream. I see. It's just that because, well, I didn't knew that because I know some people do. I mean, hell, there's a streamer that I like that I fall asleep to his streams. I think he fell asleep. I don't remember though. But it's just because since I'm so tired, right? I always feel like I had to be like a constant running machine. That's why I get so overwhelmed, because in order to keep people engaged in my live streams, I had to keep talking constantly. I got that bright lights like those streamers, right? That's why I get so jealous of them, because they have the energy and I don't. And that's why people don't stop on by. That's why I did feel a little bit hurt though. You know, he could at least worded it more clearly. And you never got into creepypastas? Yeah, that's understandable. I'm kind of the same way. You know what? Can I just show you out this YouTuber that I mentioned earlier? The one that really that's from American Dad. Yeah. The one when the rat the mice fought. Ugh. Anyway, let me just share this YouTuber that really ticked me off. I'm sorry, I just don't like him. Hold on. I want to show like when he was getting his name is the Adrian Harden. Wow. Okay, at least he doesn't get like a crazy amount of views. Well, he still does get a lot of views, but not like anything crazy. This is the guy that I don't like, right? He has, it's kind of weird. Lucky Grace, 3,333,000 subscribers. So basically, this is him, right? You know, he did collaborate with JD, and I'm sure Suri knows who he is, right? I'm not a fan of him, never will be. And he's black, of course, and he's really popular, right? Even though some of these videos seem pretty decent, but I'm just gonna play this one. I'm sorry, but just seeing other YouTubers that are in trouble, guy's pretty cute in that commercial. It's satisfying to me because I don't care if he has 3 million. He has the population of, I don't know what country has 3 million people. That's his mother. His mother is a sweetheart, but the thing is, okay, I just want to see that. I don't care what the hell they do. I just want them to get in trouble. That's it. That's all I care about. His mother is a sweetheart, but his mother, though, or, you know, really, I know I'm spoiled. But man, she spoiled him a little bit too much. You know, she's sweet. I could tell.
It is.
You know, that's the relationship that I would have with my mother. You know, especially for my age.
Because you block it, I can't go. Excuse me, I'm gonna tell on you. Yo, watch out. Excuse me, there's an older woman in the store with a cart and she's running around bumping into people. Yeah, it's this lady right here. She has this Grinch hoodie on. You see, she got her back teeth. She's trying to act like it's not her that I'm talking about. Well, no, I'm telling you what just happened though. Please call me because this is unacceptable. She really just crashed into my car, and you see how she has her back still. She knows I'm talking to her.
It's your. I don't know why he's doing this. It's his own mother. This is dumb.
Oh, you can't just kick her out. Yes, and the manager pulled her phone out, and she said, "I'll be right back." So you are out of here.
I do like the freaking doodle beanie though.
I'm not worried about them no more. See, and now she's calling me a snitch. I know you heard that. Oh my goodness, ma'am! Did you not just call me a snitch?
So I think they're like at a Ross. I haven't been here in a long time. So did I do anything bad? Okay, this is Walmart.
Good though. It looks like you need some help. I mean,
no, this is still Ross. I haven't been on Ross in a long time now. And then he's just doing something, and then a lot of these are just kids, right? You know, it's not my fan base. I know a lot of people like him, but I don't. You know, it's not a crime. So, and it must be one of his fans, right? Definitely people that I'm not going to connect with. I mean, I get he has a young audience. That's fine. Absolutely. You know? I mean, I like how I have young viewers that find me as an inspiration, right? But okay, why you had to put the word nigga in there? That's not necessary. But the police were called, right? That I'm curious. Oh, never mind. It's probably clickbait.
I guess you guys were hurdling some stuff, so I need IDs from all three. Yeah,
oh, good. She said all these. Nice.
You're supposed to, like I do to you.
All right.
What does that mean? I could be renting that home. I said, hey, yeah. This is going to my probation officer. My probation officer.
I love your tattoos. Hey, thanks, man.
Oh, she seems sweet.
Could you really?
Unfortunately, Walmart does want all three of you trespass.
Ooh.
I guess you guys were hurdling some
The officer is nice though, and I didn't met that many kind officers myself. Well, only a couple though. But man, the ones I met were really rude. Like I don't even like to talk to officers because I thought they would get heated. So maybe it's just mine because I'm not much of a social person, especially when I got detained before. Hold on. It's still slowing down. I'm sorry. I don't think the messages are coming to everyone. It's stuck at 43 minutes and 13 seconds. I never said you were weird, Dion. I said I know streamers do sleep streams. Maybe some weird people might join. Oh. Go, but that was my mistake. I guess I don't like about my autism because I do take, like, you may not say anything offensive, but I think it is. It's hard, honestly. That's what I hate about being autistic. I'm sorry, everyone. I don't know what's going on with the stupid MacBook because all of your messages are not going through. Which means I gotta open the damn tab again. This sucks. We just had to wait it out. I know it's been like 13 minutes has passed. This sucks. Yeah, everyone did a good job ignoring Smiley, honestly. Oh, he's back. Well, we still gotta ignore him. But yeah.
I
don't have it. I mean, he's the one that drove.
You got a license or not?
No, he has photo ID. Sammy.
Well, at least the police were called. I mean, man, after I was shooting at Walmart, I'm glad that never happened to me. But man, like I don't care if you got 3 million views. Honestly, it irritates me how these YouTubers think they can get away with everything. Honestly, like, no offense to the mom and all, but she needs to stop spoiling him. I don't care if he drives or anything. I don't drive and I don't act like this.
Okay, you're not going nowhere. Give him your ID. Give him your ID. If you drove here, that means you have to have an ID, or else they're gonna pack you up for something else.
Drive and you don't have a license. Stop it.
Right. Ooh, they about to pack your ass up. Hey, this nigga is going to jail. All right. What's your license? Sammy, give her your name and show her your ID. But I'm not playing with you no more. I drove. I'm gonna get my ID. I was trying to get him shot.
That's true.
Right now, you don't have to.
No, but
Never lie to an officer. Never.
so what if I just don't? Bro, stop talking back, bro.
Well, unless this was for, like, suicidal thoughts or something, I guess you're real. Then if not, it makes it hard to be supportive. I understand that. I'm just going through a really difficult time, Globe. I hope you understand that.
Hey, bro, I just gave her my ID. No, why is she still trying to talk? Bro, this is how niggas get killed, dog. You just gotta shut up. 911.
That's all it is.
That's all it is. That's all it is, Sammy. So go ahead and give her your identity. Bro, stop trying to go back and forth with her, bro. Stop her your information. He assaulted me. Oh, wait, don't take a step closer to her. What are you doing? Bro, now they're gonna think he's a maniac. But why was you talking back so much?
No, because you.
And then I told her I drove and I handed her my ID, and you continued to argue with her.
Because then she was like, if you're lying and we find out you're lying.
Yeah, so just don't lie. Yeah.
Where do you guys put the video?
No, this is actually going to our kids. No, I have kids. He doesn't. Which is something, he just keeps lying.
I thought you said you had kids. See, I don't like that.
See, he keeps lying. I'm the one with kids.
Nobody's locked me down yet.
No, you almost got locked down there a second ago.
And you lost the job. You lost the job.
Bro, she don't want to talk to you, bro. Come on.
They're in Kansas.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm school. I'm gonna be up late. Always forget Dan's like 2 hours behind my time. Right. Yeah, I think how so much for being patient. Honestly, it's just I know Sorry must be really exhausted, and even Darren too. I don't know why this live stream's taking so long. Excuse me. Yeah, the thing is, Globo, we're not paying any mind. He's just giving me a free view. I started crying last night because of all the chaos. Yeah, I know, and so I feel awful for that. I really do. Honestly, it's just especially after how me and Cartucci had our feud. I think the live stream may be working a little bit. We just have to be patient.
With the police. But it's crazy because it was also like fun and games, and then you just kept arguing with her, bro. What's up, bro? Nice to meet you, man.
Trying to see a cat?
Huh? I'm trying to see your cat. Wait, where's it at? Where's it at?
At least he got trespassed. That's all I care about. And it's just other stuff I don't give a damn about. So that's good. The officer's not. That's one thing. Honestly, I always wanted to have a conversation with an officer, without being mistreated. Honestly. Even though I remember that one time I was walking home, they were nice when, like, I asked, is it okay if I could cross? I still remember that. There's whole categories for sleep streams, Dion. I was saying, I understand. Right. It's all right. I don't care. I mean, at least we get views, right? And the thing is, Global, I did this all the time. We don't really get any new views, come to think of it. And it's still a little. Sadly the live stream is still 10 minutes behind. I don't know what was taking so long. Hopefully it will load up and I can see all your messages because I'm not gonna bother closing the tab again. This is too much work. Because this is like my 4th attempt. All right. I think all your messages are slowly coming up. I know they're taking forever, but they'll get there. Yeah, Global, I understand. I feel awful. I really mean that. I just hope that, you still want to show support. That's all. Believe me, I'll totally block his racist ass, but Dion wants him here, right? But the thing is, like, I get sensitive, right? This is like a test for me that if we have people that would, like, want to harass me, I gotta let them or allow them just act dumb, and that I will get numb to it, so that he's not. He's not. I won't be affected, by the hurtful comments, so that actually makes sense. It's just a shame that my live stream takes so long just for the messages to come through, because it's like 9 minutes behind. I think it's starting to catch up. But yeah, he just says a lot of nonsense. Reminder, the person above my comments a predator. I love how Stolas says this. He preyed on Dion and one of my moderators in chat. Pay him no attention. I thank Stolas a ton for that. If I ever get any new viewers on here, it's just a lot going through. If you don't want to show any support, please, okay? This is why I don't like other YouTubers, because they could get treatment. They would abuse or sexually harass people on camera or whatever, and they get away with it. Well, for me, wanting to be supportive, I just get the back burner, and that's unfair. All right, I think the messages are coming up. It's 8 minutes behind. Before I go to bed, I have something special for Smiley. Sorry, I would love to hear it. She probably would sleep by now. After this, can you watch What If Germany Was Split Differently? Darren, I would love to. And I hope Sori sleeps well. She's been through a lot today. So she did a fuck you. I love that. I love that. That's awesome. What if Germany was split differently? So you mean divided, right? Hold on, that's why. Hold on. Oh, I found it. I remember this channel. I commented on his videos before. After World War II? Okay, it's still behind. You found, what's a skeleton? You mean skeleton, Matthew? And no problem, Dion. I just wanted to explain because you had a misunderstanding, right? I didn't take it personal. I'm glad. If you need help modding, I'm still here. Yeah. I'll put you back on a mod. It was my mistake.
There were plans of what to do with Germany once the fighting had
no
ended.
subtitles.
Now, we know Germany was divided between the four victors, and the tensions of the Cold War eventually split it into two states. It makes sense why Germany was split in the way that it was, considering the Soviets held that territory. And so we never really think of it going different. How else could anyone have imagined it being divided? Turns out a few had their own ideas on how to split the Germans, each making their own lines on a map about what a post-war Germany should look like. There were multiple plans, so I and another alternate history channel, What If All Hist, decided to pick a different plan. Each of us would pick one plan and then theorize how that specific map would turn out in history. FDR had a plan to just entirely dissolve Germany, reorganizing it into smaller states. Not quite as small as in the Holy Roman Empire, but small enough. What If Alt Hist theorizes about how such a plan might pan out in his own video, so go check that out. There was also a plan by good old Churchill to split Germany north to south, with the south being a horrific abomination. Oh God. Yes, Churchill drank a bit too much and felt sentimental about the days gone by, when Austria-Hungary still existed. Yet there was one plan that, even though it hadn't been implemented, it did have real-world consequences, and it was considered a plan from the U.S. Secretary of the Treasury, of all people, Henry Morgenthau. Morgenthau wanted to divide Germany alongside the North and South lines as well, but with one major difference. The industrial heartland of Germany in the West, the source of its economic and militaristic strength, would be entirely removed from its borders. A deliberate plan to fundamentally alter German society, not only in denazification, but to remove its capability to ever be a modern nation again. What if in an alternate timeline, somehow, this plan was agreed upon? The Morgenthau Plan. It's an alternate 1945. The war is over. Yippee. I was that in this timeline, the plan for what would happen to Germany is entirely unknown to the public. The Morgenthau Plan is not leaked to the press, mostly because, if it still is, it faced the same scrutiny that it did in our timeline. This is a scenario where the Western powers are much harsher to Germany and fully commit to absolute revenge. It was hard to simply let many aspects of German society continue on after so much destruction had occurred. There was no real urge to follow through with the Morgenthau Plan, for reasons I'm going to get into. And this was stemmed from fears of the plan failing so badly that it would only backfire in the face of the West, undoing all of the gains that they made during the war. Not only out of a worry that Nazism would resurface, but also that the German public would turn to the Soviets and communism in response. In such a timeline, let's imagine these considerations are just not thought about. Over the course of the next few years, the Americans, British, and French would begin the deconstruction and demolition of any factory or manufacturing plant in the region. A region that Germany relied on for not simply wartime production, but production of everyday basic goods. The factories that we need for a modern society.
Mhm.
The people who relied on these factories for jobs or production would protest these actions, of course, perhaps leading to riots and open rebellion, only to be brutally taken down by occupation forces. The Allied forces would then proceed to tell people living in this international zone, and this was the plan, by the way, I'm not making this up, that the German people would never again be allowed to have manufacturing or industry at all. Those that relied on the factories for jobs should move elsewhere instead. In effect, this plan was to...
Damn, it's still behind? What's taking so long? Broken, thanks to Dion, Darren, Globa, Matthew. It's our pleasure, Stolas. And yeah, I feel like Darren too. So. And I'm fine, Stolas. Pretty much over sick. Bit of a cough, right? Smiley reminds me of one of those people who write fanfiction about shipping fictional characters from. Yeah, Darren, I feel that exact way too. I heard a Wattpad. Absolutely. Definitely. It's still behind. I don't know what's going on. Because the live stream is still 10 minutes behind. The only ship I approve of is Stolas and Bledsoe. Same here, Darren. Hopefully it'll catch up. I don't know what's going on, honestly.
Remove the capability for millions of working men to provide for their families. No
Ah, full feed, don't get me started with that freak. Oh my gosh. Man, he's the one that had Smiley as a fan, honestly. I hope the messages will catch up because my map book is like, oh no, I'm too lazy. I don't know why, because it's stuck at 59 minutes and 22 seconds right now. So it kind of sucks, literally. I'm gonna still play the video though, or continue viewing.
And what was once the industrial heartland of Germany. And the thing was, this was an action that Morgenthau fully anticipated, as what he essentially planned was bringing an industrial state back into an agricultural society. As for the rest of Germany, it would be split between North and South. The idea was to differentiate between the heavily Catholic South and the Prussian Protestant North. Somehow, Prussia still exists in this timeline, so you take some and you leave some. I would imagine this North German state would be smaller than originally planned, just by how much advancement the Soviet troops made. And it's likely it may have been split into even 3 states. And such a confusing mess between the 3 wouldn't really be a concern, as Germany being a functioning state isn't in the question. Germany is no longer meant to be a state. This perpetual occupation was what turned many off of the idea of the Morgenthau Plan in the first place. And Churchill even commented that he didn't want the British tied to what was essentially a dead corpse. As what happens when you remove the industry from a society. You remove the ability for anybody to feed themselves or make a living, and you essentially created a humanitarian crisis. Yet sticking with the Morgenthau Plan, there is no room for foreign aid to the Germans. The people were now a part of an agrarian state and should use that to their advantage. However, there's an issue. Poor harvests and the lack of production of fertilizer in the post-war years resulted in food frankly not being existent.
Just a character for the web animation, right there, right. Is this still 10 minutes behind? Oh. Because the thing is, if I restart all over again, we're just gonna be back at square one. Hopefully it'll catch up. Hopefully. It's at 1 hour and 1 minute and 43 seconds.
Germany, even in our own timeline, didn't have the capability to feed its own people. Yet there is no American aid in this alternate world. Instead, the plan continues on. So here's the
Protecting our lips as we age is really important. For keeping lips healthy, I recommend Blistex.
So here's the thing. It has been estimated that if the Morgenthau Plan continued on as it was planned, an estimated 25 million people would have starved to death. 5 times as many Germans would die in the Allied occupation than in the war itself. So at this point, it's pretty clear that had the actual Morgenthau Plan gone through, and it was apparent that so many people were going to starve to death, the Allies would have backed off such a harsh plan. They weren't going to just let millions starve to death in the middle of Europe. But let's say that they did anyway. It's not like the Germans could, fight back. First off, imagine how exactly it would appear following the war, when the victorious Allied powers, in this case, the Western powers, occupy Germany and simply stand by and watch as millions die under their control. It would be an atrocity even greater than the Holodomor, actually, by many, many more millions. In fact, it'd mean that the Western powers would have killed just as many innocents as the Nazis in Russia or the Japanese in China. So by doing this, by committing to this, the Western powers in many ways immediately lose their validity after the war. So the German people, they were brainwashed by the Nazi regime and told that if the war was lost, German society would die, along with everyone they knew and loved. Yet, post-war, the German people instead saw the American occupation with planes flying in food when they were hungry, a plan to rebuild their society, and a removal of an ideology that only brought them pain.
Right.
Now, instead, in this alternate timeline, the Americans tear down the factories, internationalize a large chunk of their country, split Germany in 2, and then their troops openly parade in the streets and sit by while a quarter of the population openly and slowly starves to death. So, had this plan actually continued, the victorious Allies would have committed equal atrocities to the Nazis, or at least enough atrocities to muddle the waters in the most black and white good versus evil war ever. The end of World War II would not be the end of Nazism or fascism within Germany. In fact, it would only openly solidify Nazi propaganda against the Americans. For the Germans, the war would have been seen as one of self-defense against a ruthless cabal that the Nazis were talking about. And now the Americans were going to kill everyone. God, this video is going to get demonetized so bad. And in fact, the ending of World War II for Germany would very much be like the end of World War I. A nation once again defeated, but the ideology continues on. There is no scenario where it's split in two and then reunited and becomes the undisputed leader of Europe. There is no EU. Any chance that it may, in a way, be integrated into the West, snuffed out after such a failed occupation.
You know what? I'm gonna open a new tab. I don't think this is working. So everyone, I'm not gonna be able to see my face though. This sucks. I'm gonna open a new tab so I can see all your messages. This is getting ridiculous. Jeez, this should have been done like half hour ago. And this map book is such a lost cause. This is a great like animated documentary about World War II here.
And so this is a part of a lesson. The peace after a war is often more important than any battle or conflict, especially in a war of ideologies. To win a conflict, you can't simply outproduce your enemy or beat them on the battlefield. And not only did fascism need to collapse under its own weight and for its former supporters to see it for the sham that it was, there also needed to be a replacement ideology to step in and fundamentally better the society afterwards. This was in many ways why the West went with the Marshall Plan instead. By rebuilding Germany and showing them how the Americans and British were not the corrupt monsters Hitler had portrayed them to be, it allowed for the transition into a democratic state to be easier, more homegrown. And one example to show the benefits of democracy was by bringing in truckloads of food to a starving population. Yes, you can argue this was to prevent the Germans from turning to the Soviets, but it was also to delegitimize the fear-mongering the fascists had brainwashed the population with for years. This was a crucial junction point for Germany, and if the worst-case scenario of World War II was the Nazis winning, the second worst-case scenario would be if people thought the Nazis, by accident, were proven correct. And to a terrifying degree,
hope y'all can still hear me.
I think Germany was better off under the Nazis because at least they had food. The democratic institutions put in place are not really supported by the people, and if they are, they're only increasingly right-wing or left. No hearts and minds are one. The German republics are seen simply as puppets, and as what happens with any puppet, once the hand is taken out, it goes limp. While this video is about World War II, this more importantly is a video about institutions and ideologies. Institutions only have credibility if people have faith in them. If the Morgenthau Plan had gone through, it would have given the Germans their first view of democracy, one as a punishment, a distinct negative in their lives. And this would cause a hatred that only undermines the very governments set up as replacements for the Nazis. If a government is only held up by foreign force, then it's simply a puppet, and it will collapse.
Yeah, I just how to do it like this. So forget it about the tab. This live stream's a piece of crud. Anyway. I'm waiting on your messages. I wonder where the other viewers are coming from. You have dyslexia, Solus? I don't know. I think he's what? 18? 21, 31, 61, 9, 2 months old. Yeah. That's really disturbing. Okay, good. Darren, you can still hear me. Wonderful. It just also can't see my... I just can't see my face. That's all right. Because I like seeing it on the main tab. So that's what to do. It sucks. It lags. I don't know why. Like, you can see me moving, but I can't because I'm using this tab and then the other one doesn't work. It's strange. I want a Happy Meal from McDonald's. And you know what's ironic? This is a great documentary, Darren. You know, I'm still a bit confused about World War II. I gotta learn more about it.
Easily once the occupational force leaves, every single time. This is Cody of Alternate History Hub.
I want a Happy Meal from McDonald's. That is so disgusting. Oh, that's fine. At least I know he's a freak of nature. I can't believe he said, I'm going to kiss Smiley on the lip. Ew. Does he know that's like sexual assault? He literally admits that he wants to sexually assault. Sorry, that's disturbing. Wow. That is so disturbing. Oh my God. I'm so glad that she went to sleep. No one likes me, but I don't understand, even though I don't contribute anything positive. Yep. Well, you don't want to sexually yourself someone, you know that's illegal, right? And that'll put you in a sex offender. So good to know. Not to mention, he acts so passive aggressive. You'll say, "Oh, I love you, dear," or something like, "Oh." Does he know that I'm asexual, for crying out loud? I mean, even if a guy would say that, I wouldn't know how to respond. I don't know. I do not know, honestly. I would be worried about anyone. I don't say that to anyone. Yeah, can I be off topic right now? That's disturbing. Y'all remember my crush, right? The Brazilian guy that I mentioned. I'm gonna look up the evaluator for a little bit here. Let's see what he uploaded. His videos are so good. Every Worst Way to Die. Oh my Buddha. A whole minute. I'm gonna love watching that. A whole worst way to die. His videos are so good. I love the little balls. They're so cute. I think it was freezing on my end. Like this little window that I see. Hopefully my voice is still going through. I'm a fast reader. That's probably why. Wait, let me look this up. Every Worst Way to Die. I'm curious.
Hey, Melina. So, on a very sunny morning in 2012, 62-year-old Jose Melena woke up ready and recharged to head to work. Melena arrived at the Bumblebee factory, probably thinking, just another day at the office.
Derry, you had to block him. Let him talk. He'll get tired of it. I know. You're irritated. Let him continue. Let him continue. Because the thing is, this is a test for me to not be irritated if I ever get any newcomers like him. So I want him to keep going. You know, I want to test my mental state.
No, he was about to become.
Oh wait, you removed his comic. Oh, okay, you didn't remove him in general. Okay.
The most famous sardine in the can. This was because this factory used a 35-foot-long pressure cooker to sterilize tons of tuna. That's literally the length of a school bus. Well, as the man started his daily routine maintenance, he crawled inside the oven to clean it when a coworker, totally clueless that the man was inside, loaded it up with 6 tons of tuna and started.
Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure it's still
The cooker was turned up to 270 degrees Fahrenheit with the man and fish trapped inside for the entire cooking cycle, which was a whopping 2 hours. Just imagine being trapped inside a hot oven set to the highest for 2 whole hours. Your blood and every single fluid inside your body would literally be at a boiling point while your flesh slowly sizzles and melts away from your body. Needless to say, the entire ordeal would have been horror personified for Melena. It gives a whole new meaning to the phrase, feeling the heat at work, doesn't it? Now, you might be thinking, surely someone noticed he was missing. Well, apparently his coworkers thought he had gone out for a quick lunch break. But unfortunately, Jose was busy pretty much becoming lunch himself. It wasn't until after the cooking cycle had ended when retrieve the tuna that they discovered the tragic mistake. Jose's melted flesh was the only thing left of him. Tito Morales. Have you ever seen one of those movies where you're in an elevator and it suddenly stops working and people are panicking?
Yep.
Soon, some smart guy crawls out of the access hatch and gets to safety. This always seems to work in most movies, but sadly, this movie's plot took a complete U-turn when it came to 20-year-old Tito Morales.
Oh, he's
this
cute.
incident happened in 2014 when the young man was heading out to a store after visiting his girlfriend in her apartment building. As he was riding in the elevator, it suddenly stopped, and of course, the doors didn't slide open. Instead of taking out his phone and calling for help, or maybe even hitting the emergency button on the elevator, Morales decided to unleash his inner Spider-Man. He used the access hatch at the top of the elevator to climb out, attempting to open the exterior doors to the floors, thinking he was in a real-life escape room. Unfortunately, just as Tito was playing Spider-Man, the elevator decided it wasn't done with its job and started moving again. Now, you'd think our hero would climb back inside and press the emergency button, right? Wrong. Tito decided to take his adventure to the next level, literally. He tried to jump onto the next elevator coming up, but
What?
surprise, surprise, he miscalculated and lost his footing.
Oh, dear.
So instead of a smooth superhero landing, Tito found himself trapped between the elevator and the shaft wall, which essentially turned him into a human sandwich.
Oh my
Tito was able to
goodness.
breathe for hours, and sadly, his lifeless body was the only thing that was pulled out. Francis Daniel Brome.
So basically, this video is titled "Every Worst Way to Die."
So, Francis Daniel Brome and his best friend, John Hutcherson.
Oh, Suri will love this because and Dama because they like horror stories.
Yearly tradition that involved hitting up their local bar, drinking like it was the end of Prohibition, and having a blast. One night in 2004, they got ready for their annual drink and meet, but things got really out of hand this time. After drinking enough to make a fish jealous, the dynamic duo decided to ignore the option of calling an Uber or Lyft like sensible drunks. Instead, they thought hitting the road completely wasted would be a brilliant idea. Because, you know, bad decisions are the cornerstone of every epic tale story. Well, Hutcherson took the wheel and Brome played the part of the passenger princess, merrily sticking his head and arms out of the window like he was living his best drunk Disney princess life. But this tale doesn't end happily ever after. Hutcherson, proving that drunk driving is never a good idea, lost control of the car. It swerved off the road and hit one of those wires that support telephone poles.
Yep, I agree with you, Darren. I agree with you. Oh, you wait to look up Dog of Wisdom as one of your favorite random YouTube videos? Sure, Global, would love to. Honestly, this is a good video, by the way, because I used to watch A Thousand Ways to Die when I was in high school, and seeing stories like this, it really makes me learn a lot of how there's so many different ways to die. You know, especially my experience. I don't know why, like in my image, it's still supposed to scream, but I have it back on me. Oh crap! Uh-oh. I'm trying to wait for it to load up. Come on. Okay, there we go. Some lady near me got cooked in a wok. Yeah, I've heard about that. I forgot who told me about it though. Yeah, I don't remember who. I don't remember who though. Dog of Wisdom. I'll look that up right now. Actually, let me look up this video very quick. The worst YouTubers. Hold on. He only has 43 views. Oh, he's cute. Oh, he's really cute. Okay.
Why is my camera too high, bro? I need to put that shit down. Oh my god, you think you're the worst YouTuber right now? What I am? What is this Discord?
Wait, is he one? Uh-oh. Wait, he might be one of those YouTubers that overreact, right? He's cute and all.
So, Penguin Z. Like, I'm doing Penguin. I don't hate Penguin Z. I'm subscribed and everything. But how does I get views like that while doing nothing in the video and just talking?
Oh, he's a lot of jump cuts. I'll check out his channel though. Yeah, he's way too many jump cuts for me. But he's cute. Oh, he has some weird thumbnails. Yeah, he's a Coreyxkenshin fan, right? Nothing wrong with that. He has some weird thumbnails. His name is Made by Riles. Interesting guy, though. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. Dog of Wisdom. Since I want to talk about the YouTuber and the thumbnail. No offense, of course. But you know what? It's free speech. Dog of Wisdom. Oh, this is cute. This is cute. Well, I'll go wait for these ads. A big ass oven that you walk into to put the food in to cook stuff, right? There were safety mechanisms in place, so you want to cook yourself, right? But someone removed them, which I think is ridiculous. I feel like being diagnosed with schizophrenia out of a... Really, though? Stupid. Hey, who knows? He may give us new views if he acts like an idiot. So, thank you for that. I try not to be afraid of people like him. So, where were we? Smiley the clown. Yeah, pretty much. Am I a pretty girl? Okay. That's funny, Solus. This is so cute. Hababagaga. Habababa. Habababa. This is so cute! Because I got one of my pups in here, right? Global, you got great taste. That is so cute. It looks like I've seen this years ago. I would have react to it. This is so adorable. My Buddha. 148,000 comments. Well deserved. I'm surprised that Coreyxkenshin has like twice as much. I'm shocked. And he only has like what? Well, he still has a lot. 10 million. I'm shocked. This is adorable. Wow. So, Derek, you heard of this? Wait. You remember the video that I posted earlier, right? Can I show y'all my favorite meme? Of Only Story was still up right now. I know I'm surprised that Derek, you're still up yourself. This is my favorite. It's really short though. Hold on. I love this a lot. Hold on. This is gonna be really short. Where is it? Is that it? Oh, it's in Spanish. Close enough.
Lo encontré aquí hace 10 minutos, así que revisé de nuevo. ¡Ay! Bueno, no estaba en la cocina. Oye, Bender, ¿puedes prestarme ese mapa por un segundo? ¿Y me dejarás sin recursos en caso de una cacería de carroñeros? Creo que no. ¡Dámelo! Está bien, tómalo, caray.
I don't know why. I love that. That's a meme, I think, right? The way that Fry was squinting his eyes. I love that. Oh, The Reckoning. What happened to the scammer Karen's caught on camera? I think I remember her channel. I love that. Yeah, me too, Global. I needed that right now. Because, you know, with being for pups, I love dogs. They're my favorite animal of any animal. Cats are cute, but dogs come first. Stillness? I don't know. It sounds like it does. The subtitles. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, Darren, yeah. I'm glad you're still up. Hey, you're never up this late. But it is the weekend, so that's probably why. I might as well make the best of it. Daniel Larson, UCLA. I heard he's supposed to be in prison now, right? UCLA, Rise of Chang. It's kind of funny you mentioned him because my brother, he told me about him, I think. Unless I found out about him myself. My brother basically likes watching these videos. Rise of Chang. Hush! Yeah, my dogs are really sensitive to sound, like me. I could clean out their poopies later on. My mother will be back home in the morning. The Rise of Chang, I found it. What's this?
It's holiday.
Oh, I gotta wait for these dumb ads. Yeah. See, I heard he did some awful stuff. And what's really ironic, because I do feel a little worried about my age. Isn't he like 44? He looks like he's like 44 or something. He looks awful for his age. You know? And I stress out a lot myself. I don't know how I look much younger than he does. Oh, Nick Crowley. I actually haven't watched him in a while. He makes really good videos. I bet Sorry and Double will love for me to react to his. What the hell is family friendly for presenting offensive companies to strangers? What the? Hold on. Wait, let me exit out. I'm sorry. When I see these weird okay, suggestions. What the hell is family friendly? Weird. Anyway, you'll learn more when he's enrolled at UCLA. Oh, Darren, because you live in California, right? The professor here, they're a professional, right? And his lectures are always accurate and serious. Okay.
This is Daniel Larson attending UCLA.
Which is the University of California, right? I forgot what C stands for. What the hell?
So today we're going to Chinese history.
No wonder you want me to watch this. Chinese history. Oh, this is going to be cute.
We've covered the ancient Texanians. We have covered the Romans. And last week I asked you to do your assignment for the Romans. What's going to happen is the assignment that I told you to do next week on the Google Classroom. You'll see that there is an area to submit your 8 or 9 sentences about the Roman person of interest that I asked you to write about. If you'd like to submit it to the Google Classroom, please do so. So today we're going to talk about Chinese history. So let's get started. All right. So the first emperor of Imperial China was Tao Chen Maidek. He was the first emperor of Imperial China. And he invented fortification. So he was one of the most important leaders of China and founded China in the way that it is today. Now, once we get into the communist aspect of China, we'll start to talk about that.
I heard he was global. I've heard he was, honestly. So wait, so basically he's doing a lecture, right? And there's like Daniel Larson in the call. So that's why you said that he's really wait. So the professor here, they're professional and his lectures are always accurate, right? So basically he's like Daryl Larson's trying to distract him, but the professor's not allowing him that, right? That's interesting. I'm reading the comments here. I hope UCLA will let him come back when he gets out of jail. I really want to get arrested, but right now. Wait, let me.
Imperial China, they were not communist. They were more so Buddhist,
right?
And Taoist, right? These were and Confucianist,
yeah,
right. So these are old Chinese beliefs,
yep,
before communism,
yep,
right? Buddhism and Taoism,
yep.
Right? So let's talk about the first empress of Imperial China,
Mi Kuchit.
So first emperor. Now, what about the first empress?
She invented basketball? You serious? Wait, so that's why so many Chinese people love basketball, not including the Philippines. I didn't know that.
Was Mikuchi Ich.
I like that
She's a
name.
famous empress, and she actually invented basketball.
No way.
Modern day basketball is much different from the ancient version of basketball in which Chinese peasants played. But she was responsible for coming up with the concept of basketball. Has anybody ever heard of Mikuchi Ich before?
No.
Yes, Professor.
Yes. Whoever's
Please
singing
mute your microphone.
microphone. Cheng, you might have a little bit of insight since you're from China. If you'd care to explain. All right, I guess not. All right, anyway, we're going to move on to the first president of Imperial China, right? So the president,
Hanjiu?
the emperors of ancient China changed over into presidents in the 20th century, right? So the first president of Imperial China was Han Zhou. All right, Han Zhou was the first president, and he was known for selling children to the Germans in World War II.
That's crazy.
The Chinese needed a lot of money for their war effort in World War II,
That's
so they
awful.
sold a lot of their children
What?
to the Germans, right? And that could have been for medical experimentation.
Oh
It
my
could have been
God.
for their war efforts, and they needed more soldiers. But he is known for making that incredible deal with the Germans in regards to selling children. Yes,
That's
Chang-Chi.
crazy.
So sorry. I'm walking home from a very important meeting with a government official. I want to answer your last question about emperor.
Empress Mikuchi Ich.
Yes, Professor. He
Yes.
introduced many cultural phenomenon like many festival and important implementations to our country.
Excuse me, can I ask who this government official is? Is it from the U.S. or is it a Chinese government official? Just curious.
Excuse me, Mr. Rawson, none of your business.
Why is he even in the call in the first place?
I didn't mean to.
All right. Next, the last person we're going to learn about is the first female president of Imperial China.
So
right? She
horny.
was the last president or person in charge
What?
of Imperial China. Her name was So Horny. She
Oh.
was the first woman to actually eat 6,000 bowls of rice.
That's a name? Are you serious? So horny? Oh. You gotta be. That's a Chinese name. I'm guilty. I'm laughing. I'm sorry, Darren. Is that really a name? So horny? Are you serious? There's no way that's a name. It's an online class. Oh, okay. 我知道. So he has an entire weekly like Chris Chan. I'm not surprised. Wow, that's crazy.
Sitting. So it was pretty impressive.
Oh my god.
How the hell does she eat 6,000 bowls? How is that? This is not real, right? I'm not buying it.
Dude, what the fuck is going on? Why is anyone
His
talking?
phone probably died. His phone probably died. He was outside.
I think he didn't like your answer. He said none of your business.
He's fucking terrified right now.
He's so scared.
Fucking funny.
He thinks that the people following him are from China.
Yeah, he just texted me, please leave class immediately.
Are you serious?
Official. And I found out because I said, do you mind me asking what government is Chinese for you best? And he said, none of your business, Daniel. Person. At that point, you kicked him out of the class. But I find this guy in the class, that straight up in the middle of class said that I do not support Black Lives Matter and that I'm a communist. In front of the entire class, to the point to where they kicked both people out. And then at the end of class, I opened up in front of everyone else and said that I believe that I am being bullied. And
as we know, live in Colorado.
How does he even get a cuff for in the first place?
Admitted that the Chinese government is collaborating with.
Wait, hold on. I want to make sure that the messages are going through.
Over how they do their operation. That's what the teacher told me. And he said the Chinese government is in black Nissan Altima.
Difficulties with the slideshow here, real quick. Okay. So, back to the presentation that I was going over. So let's
Great Wall
talk
of China.
about the famous places in China. All right.
Oh, good, good. I'm glad, Darren.
China. Last week, we talked about the construction of the Great Wall of China, and it was to keep the Romans out, right? But another key point.
Wait a minute. Isn't the Great Wall of China supposed to like prevent the Mongolians from taking over? I could have sworn. I remember watching it on South Park as well. I thought supposed to be the Mongolians.
Creating the Wall of China was to keep the gypsies out. Okay, where do people think gypsies are from? Has anybody heard that term before?
Yeah, they're from India. They're supposed to be like descendants.
No, not Egypt.
Romania.
Yes. From Romania.
Mm-hmm.
Gypsies are typically from the country of Romania, right? And it's funny because Romans, Romania, they kind of rhyme and go with each other. But the walls were constructed to keep Romans and Gypsies out. Okay. What about another famous place in China? We have Wuhan Lab. Okay. Wuhan Lab is responsible for producing and introduced the popular COVID-19 virus.
Are you serious?
So this was the rave in 2019. Everybody was catching it because it was very popular, and this was a critical success for the Chinese.
So he's trolling, right? Is that the thing here? Oh yeah, Matthew, go ahead. Go ahead. It's an online class, right? So he'll be in class on the computer. Oh, I see.
And released their latest version of COVID-19 to the public, right?
I loved it. It was awesome.
Absolutely. So this is one of the greatest things for publicity-wise that China's ever produced. And I know that a lot of people nowadays do trends where they give each other COVID. But yeah, so this was where it was produced. All right. Now, what about
I heard about that
Chinese floating city?
The floating balloon, right?
And their technology were able to build a floating city that moved around the entire continental world, right? And so recently, as of a year ago, it was known that this Chinese floating city went over the United States, right? And this was the big rave. Everybody was so confused as how China was able to do this. Right?
It is interesting, isn't it? Still is.
Think of an air balloon, like with the baskets, but 2,000 times bigger than that, right? So the Chinese floating city. Not necessarily a place in China, but a traveling China, all right? So let's talk about China's current president.
Okay? Jinping Xi.
With the Communist Party that stands in China, we have Jinping Xi, all right? Jinping Xi is the current president of China. And he has 2 sons and 3 grandsons. 2 of his sons currently work with the Chinese government, and the 3 grandsons, it is unknown what they do. They could possibly be going to school. They could be working with their father. Or their grandfather. It is unsure. Now, China's current military, all right, there are currently 500 million active troops.
That's a lot.
In the Chinese army. Right, so that's a lot of people, right? That's more than the population of the United States.
Right.
Because in the United States, we have 400 million people.
Wait, no, I think that could be right.
Soldiers alone, China has 500 million.
That's more than our population. Yeah, that ain't right. We have like 223 million people, I think. It's somewhere around that number.
These soldiers were produced from the same lab that COVID-19.
Right. Yeah, I figured, Darren.
To be physically and behaviorally.
But the thing is, he's trolling is still educational for some odd reason. I don't know why.
Like their counterparts, right? If you look at this photo up here, some of them are not exactly identical, but they have all been genetically cloned for the Chinese army. Let's talk about China's popular food. All right. Now, has anybody in this room eaten dog or cat before? I'm just
Wait,
curious.
Chinese people do not. I know they eat dog, like only a handful do, but cats, that's way too extreme.
Has anybody eaten dog or cat?
Yeah, well, I tried it one time. I don't like it.
Yeah, definitely has a different taste, right? I know that they've recently introduced McDonald's is running their new special with the dog McCrab, one of their sandwiches.
Seriously?
The Meow Meow Main from McDonald's.
That's dumb.
This was in partnership with China. So these are new foods that are being over to the
so I looked that up.
Cat, right? It's becoming much more popular around the world. And last but not least,
Oh, by the way, guess who left? I guess he got bored.
Bat soup. All right, so here's a picture.
Ew.
Of bat soup. It is one of the most popular, extravagant
That's
foods
vile.
in China. Okay.
Yeah, because of COVID.
Rich, if you were very wealthy,
Oh.
if you were famous, bat soup is what you will usually eat. All right. It's usually held up for the most popular and well-respected figures in a nation. All right. So bat soup. Now let's talk about China's extinct species. Right. You've seen a movie with dragons. You've read a book about dragons, or when you were a kid, you watched a TV show about dragons. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Shows and books are based off of dragons, but the archaeological record proves that dragons have actually existed in ancient China. Now, even though dragons existed in ancient China, and they really only ever migrated to Japan and Thailand and parts of Asia, they really stuck to Asia. They didn't go anywhere else. But here's a photo of one of the archaeological digs uncovering dragon fossils. All right, so here's another picture of archaeologists. It's a hard word sometimes.
It is. Archaeologists.
Dragon fossils, right? So yet again, there's been 500 different recorded records of dragons.
Oh, Global. I didn't actually, because my phone is dead. Because the dumb U.S. charging port actually broke one of them. My phone needs to be like repaired again. I mean, it works. It's just the charger port doesn't. I didn't get the chance to, but I could look it up on YouTube to see what that's about.
Fossils being found, right? So let's talk about traditional Chinese.
What is it called? Oh man! Ah!
Wow.
Why am I getting a Chinese app? That was weird. The girl was Chinese, and I'm watching a Chinese video. Isn't that weird? I'm not complaining. That was pretty cool, honestly. Why is it quiet?
Yo, my friends Deuce and Boner, they said they saw a dragon over Baltimore one time. I don't know, believe them because they're a couple knuckleheads, but.
So let's talk about traditional Chinese naming. Okay, so you've heard the names before from in the beginning, but pots and pans and the sound.
What just happened?
Is our teacher okay?
I think he has COVID.
Yeah, honestly, he's like laughing and shit.
I'm sorry. My wife just knocked over a dresser in my room. She was walking by and knocked it over. I was not expecting that, but I'm sorry for being distracted here. The Chinese typically use pots and pans, and the sound of throwing these pots and pans. Babe, why are you?
My glorious king.
Are any of y'all watching the debate tonight?
I am actually participating in the debate.
And I'm going to speed this up just a little bit.
This is not the first time that I've seen it. It's been following for 2 months. Yes. And it might be a government vehicle.
So yeah, so actually currently the the Chinese government is sending a delegation to UCLA. It's just for education purposes. I know that they have some pretty important students at UCLA at this time. I don't think it's anything related to you, but I know that the Chinese government is currently in the area because they are sending students and they are checking out UCLA as a whole. I can't speak on your experience, but I know that a few of the Chinese government officials who have least shown up in Los Angeles have been in black Nissan Altimas, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure where you're located, Mr. Larson, but if you're not in Los Angeles, it may be unrelated.
Okay, thank you.
All right, no problem at all. Other than that, I appreciate you guys being on time, and I will adjourn this class. Thank you very much.
That's really interesting. All right, let me look that up. That was really interesting, Darren, honestly. The spider and the butterfly. Oh, this is cute. Wow, 93,000 comments. Oh, this is cute. I'm surprised I haven't heard this yet. Oh, that's okay, Global. Hope you sleep well. I think you're Tom for, especially being up to sleep, because I know that you're supposed to go to bed probably like 20 minutes ago. But thank you so much, honestly, and I'm just glad that, I wasn't misunderstood when you told me. Yeah, I could tell that you're sleepy because of the way that you're typing. Quiet, mamas. All right, no problem. This is cute. Oh, I got distracted. So basically, they actually, I wasn't paying attention because my dumb ADHD is all over the place. So the spider want to be with someone, right? Which is the butterfly that she met, and I guess seeing him must have injured his wings. Is that what happened? This is really cute. Hmm. That's really cute. It's funny, this week is literally a week of, what does that mean, Darren? Week constellation? I should know what that means. Are you serious? Wait, is that supposed to be astrology, like from Hercules, when you meant like the stars that line up, right? Is that what you meant? The reindeer flight. Oh no. It's that time of year, isn't it? Oh no. I love visiting that. The reindeer flight. Oh, that's my favorite. When I can visit any, oh, like when it's time to like travel. I love checking that every year. Yeah, so that's adorable. Reconstellation means stars, right? Is that what it means? Darn, I don't know much. I don't know that much about astrology. Sadly. So I'm just looking up some stuff. Anyway, out of curiosity, where were we? It means a restoration relations. That's interesting, Darren. I didn't know that. Really? That's really interesting. I did not knew that. That is so fascinating. Wow. I wonder what the other 3 viewers are. Because it's only you 2 now. Let's just see. Global went to bed. Sorry went to bed, of course. Dumbo hope the Houston okay. And whoever else. Wait, I want to check up my status. Or by Paul. Only 30% black? Interesting. All races. Interesting. Oh, what if the other is? Alright, it's on to 4. You went to watch Tea Break by Sushi Monster? Let's see. Oh, this is interesting.
Great drinking. United Kingdom.
That looks good. Why is the knife so small? That looks good. Where that is. He's drinking a lot of tea. What the hell? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I love the British music in the background. By the way, I'm not sure if you know this, but that Yoko anime reactions. Oh yeah. Stillness. Yes. I know about that. Yeah, like what Darren said. So basically, I do appreciate that. Even though I'm still really upset at what she did, I totally forgot she was around. She was a woman that I used to be friends. Well, I guess you could say that online friends with because we used to Skype and watching a lot of animes together. And I forgot. I do forgive her though because even though I was upset that she was part of the anti-Dian group and whatnot, if she wasn't, then I would really forgive her. I'm still really upset though. But I'm glad that she admitted what she did was wrong. No, I do appreciate her for having people to leave me alone. That's great, you know. But I did have a little bit of a history of her because sometimes we're arguing the phone and we're going through a lot, and you know, it's something though. Yeah, online friends, so to speak, because she found me from the total drama. She was really supportive at first. She was extremely supportive because we would talk to each other every night. Honestly, because I didn't have anyone to talk to. I do thank her a lot. It's kind of weird because I met her, then now I met Darren, but Darren's not like her though. She did film me from the total drama reactions I used to do because I love watching this series, right? And she wanted to stay in touch because she understood like where the heck I was going to back then. It was a long time ago. So yeah, I'm shocked that that you brought her up. Honestly. But yeah, we did Skype, you know, face to face. Because we used to do it all the time when I go to Starbucks. I think it was at Starbucks or at least at home. We will watch like a bunch of random animes that I never found out that she got me introduced to. I think I kind of found about Fairy Tale because of her. I think. I don't know, though. Darren, I'm just shocked. 3 hours, huh? Yeah, Darren, go ahead. You deserve it. Honestly, I'm glad that you stayed up to sleep with me. I was kind of like worried, like, oh my god, this is late because Darren has to go to bed. Honestly, this is the longest that you stayed up. Honestly, please feel free to go to bed. Honestly, you did a lot. I'll definitely live stream tomorrow, like around maybe 4:30 or 5. I want to try to do it a little early because I had a lot of MacBook issues. It sucks that the main tab doesn't work. So still, you're the only one that's awake right now. Hmm. I guess we just have another viewer on here. Oops. Unless it's a bot, maybe. Oh, okay, it's the bathroom. Well, hopefully tomorrow, things will really get balanced out. Yesterday, so he got, damn, see, 230, see, a lot. So he gained like 40,000. I'm surprised that it's so low. I mean, comments. Oh, it was 60. Oh. You mean to look up what happened to C Universe to Stall? Yeah. Okay, to clickbait. Wait, hold on. Let me check. I'm a fast typer on here. Does it really? My hair looks like Steven's? Really, Souls? I never really. Actually, because Sori said the same thing. I took that as a huge compliment. I don't know how though, because it's not like, yeah, it is curly, but the thing is, Steven's hair is not curly though. You know, which is really interesting. I'm shocked that you think so.
First episode of the series, which is often called the pilot, like the original pilot that was used to help pitch the show. I wouldn't be surprised if some people out there haven't seen this yet, even if they've already watched the.
How long is this? 11 minutes. I'm gonna eat my last. I'm gonna eat my last slice of cake. Hold on, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, so I guess the other people left. But yeah, I don't think you can see it, but here it is. And damn it, it sucks. I think my mother did throw away the plastic spork I have. Darn it. I hate eating off of metal. Solus, I prefer Steven Universe. I'm not really much of a fan of a Craig of the Creek, sadly. I don't know why.
Proper, which is amazing because you really should watch it because the show looks like this. Look at this. What is that? Who are you? This is what the show originally was going to look like. Isn't this crazy? Because I prefer this one over the real show. I think this looks amazing. I love the look of this pilot. I adore the style on full display here. Everything about this is amazing. The only element to this pilot that isn't a marked improvement over the show is Garnet, because she's perfect no matter what. Because Garnet is the best, and she's a beautiful goddess, and I love her. Now, this video is a huge example of personal preference. There's nothing objectively better in one style of the show over the other. I just personally love this over that. But that's not the point of this video. I want to kind of try and explain what happened. How did we go from this to this? And in the meantime, I get to gush over the style of the original pilot. Yay! So to start, let's take a look at our characters. First and foremost, they all have a little more detail in them, whether it's Pearl's baggy skirt, or Amethyst's various accessories, or the additional patterns in Garnet's top. Our characters have a lot more going on.
Oh, I already got one right here.
The only exception being Steven, who's relatively the same. Actually, everything has a lot more detail, especially the locations. The show proper has simplified backgrounds, usually a few colors or sparkles or shapes here and there. By comparison, the pilot is jam-packed with tiny, beautifully drawn-out details. The brickwork on the wall of their temple, the rainbow-colored gems around their warpad. In the opening, we see this beautifully intricate fire and water-divided mixed landscape Garnet's standing in. And this shot with Amethyst only lasts 2 seconds on screen, but just look at it. There's vines and plants of different shapes and sizes. She's sleeping on top of a lion and a tiger, and the tiger has a bracelet, earrings, and a tiny bird on top of its head. There's these beautiful lights and rocks and...
I prefer the original style, to be honest with you, Solus.
I love
definitely
intricate details that's overflowing in every frame. Our characters, with more intricate details themselves, match this world perfectly, and it gives it a more realistic pop. Amethyst's shirt is baggy, Pearl's skirt bunches up. These details are lost in the show proper.
Oh my gosh, could his ads go off? I don't care about you dumb pixel ad. I mean, I'm not talking about the YouTuber, I'm just talking about YouTube itself. Oh, sorry, duckies, but I gotta watch this. I'm in a hurry for it. Where did I left off?
Characters. Now, I love me a good fancy cartoon, but sometimes I feel the squash and stretch was a detriment to the style of the show. Sometimes I couldn't tell if Steven and Amethyst are only 2 feet tall or if they're 5 feet tall. Their proportions were never always exactly the same. Staying on model can be hard when you have a simplified, stretchy style like we see in the show. No, it's not bad to go off model. Hell, sometimes I think it's a huge benefit for an animated medium. But the more grounded style of the pilot gives the gems a more realistic feeling. I can't imagine Amethyst suddenly shrinking down to stand up as high as Garnet's shins, like how we've seen in the real cartoon. And because of this, it makes the gems feel uniquely perfect compared to the human characters. In the real show, Pearl was super skinny. She's itty-bitty, little more than a stick figure waltzing around. She feels like a cartoon character. A tall, skinny cartoon character. In this pilot, however, Pearl feels unordinarily skinny. She's still a normal girl with human features.
Right.
She's just a little off. Ignoring her ornate outfit and her bluish skin tone, there is something physically about Pearl that makes her feel a bit above and beyond the norm. And the same is true for Amethyst and Garnet, too. Garnet doesn't just feel tall, she feels like an Amazon. Like goddess levels of tall. And Amethyst is perfectly curvy. She's not chubby like Steven is, She's perfectly curved. By making the human characters slightly less appealing, it makes our gems truly feel like alien life forms in their beauty.
Right.
The palette also has a distinct difference in its color palette. Like I mentioned, Pearl has actually bluish skin, which I think helps make her feel alien, like Amethyst's purple skin does. Beyond that, the pilot features much darker and saturated colors, where the show proper has a very soft pastel color palette.
Right.
Again, it's all just personal preference. There's nothing wrong with Steven Universe's pastels. I just personally would rather have my cartoons look like it was colored by Banjo-Kazooie rather than it was colored by the Easter Bunny.
Right.
But probably the biggest difference from the pilot to the show isn't anything visual about it at all. The pilot was a lot darker than the official cartoon. Not like dark as in the colors were darker, dark as in the stakes were higher and things seemed really serious. Now, Steven Universe does obviously tackle very intense and serious concepts, but the show really slowly led us to these ideas. The pilot has Steven crying his eyes out because he's watching the crystal gems get absolutely wrecked by the skull electricity monster, which in general is a lot creepier looking than anything we see in the real show. The original pilot definitely had a more mature edge to it that was lost when it came to the real show's syndication. And that's really the root of the changes for Steven Universe's style.
If you were a gem, which one would you be? And what power? Oh, still is. That's a tough one. Well, I would. Boy. That's a tough one. I'm guessing I could probably be a ruby. I mean, yet again, my birthstone is a turquoise. So I'll probably be like one of those like soldiers, maybe. But yet again, I don't know what ability they would have. Maybe like a force field, I think. Kind of like similar to Steven in a way, just to protect myself from danger among others around me. But if I really have to choose, it would definitely be ruby, right? Because I do have the color red. And I don't have anger, though. I just have deep trust issues. You know, they'll probably be more like sapphire. But if I would get, like, really frustrated, right, depending on, like, the tone. It would have to be, like, firepower, so to speak.
I may adore and love the intricate little details, the more realistic proportions, and the darker color palettes, and the more serious tone of the pilot, but other people clearly disagree. Specifically, someone with a lot of money and power seems to disagree. Steven Universe is, of course, a Cartoon Network show, so all of these changes had to happen to better fit their demographic. Would this video be very different if Steven Universe had been picked up by Adult Swim or Nickelodeon?
Oh, definitely.
Self-funded? Yes, absolutely. But what Steven Universe got was Cartoon Network, so the show had to shift in its corporate's hands. The more mature edge.
I love the background music. The Obsidian music.
But ultimately, Cartoon Network is targeting a specific demographic. Kids. Kids don't really want to see their favorite characters cry their eyes out at the sight of their family being destroyed by some crazy evil skull monster. So Steven Universe had to take that edge off. And with it, had to change up its art style to follow suit. All the intricate little details and the characters and backgrounds, well, we need to simplify things, so the animators can draw the episodes a lot faster. Make the characters more simple to draw quickly and regularly. So
Yu-Gi-Oh! Lapis? Great choice.
All these specific little details would slow down.
Yeah, I knew that a long time ago, actually.
The colors need to soften to be more generally appealing for younger audiences. And the characters had to become more stretchy to become more visually comedic. Now, I'm sure there's a bunch of you right now typing out various examples of how this is not always the case. And you're 100% right. Teen Titans had detailed characters and backgrounds. Adventure Time has darker, more saturated colors.
Right.
There are, of course, a ton of examples that don't follow what Steven Universe did between its pitch style and its official style. But ultimately, this is what got approved. For one reason or another, this art style did better with test audiences than the original did. There's really nothing right or wrong with either style compared to the other. It's literally just preference, and this style ended up being the most preferred. The shift in art style is fine. I don't hate the way the show looks now. It's offered some truly beautiful and stunning animated moments. Really, the thing I lament the most in the shift in style is the loss of that mature edge to the story. If Steven Universe would have landed as a cartoon aimed for young adults, I think it would have been a beautiful change of pace compared to most adult-themed cartoons. Like, I can't be the only one who thinks 90% of mature cartoons look ugly as hell, and their premises usually center around sex or violence to an extreme degree. And it's not that this is a
Wait,
bad
she was like
thing
King of the Hill?
necessarily.
Interesting.
I thoroughly enjoy shows like Solar Opposites, Rick and Morty, and Disenchantment.
Mhm.
But I think a more mature animated show that had a magical style and a childlike wonder sort of premise could really change up the world of adult animations. Less hyper focused on the sex and the blood, and make it a smart, beautiful show that addresses themes but still has a fun world and charming characters. But of course, Steven Universe isn't an adult cartoon.
That's true.
It became a kids' cartoon, and that's still a good thing.
Mhm.
Steven Universe changed the way kids' cartoons are being approached.
Right.
It proved cartoons don't need to just be dumb gags and plotless loud screaming. You can have characters develop.
Tetons
evolve,
go.
Address depression and death and relationships in a way that aids its younger audience. Steven Universe was destined to change the world of animation. We just happened to get the one with simple characters and pastel colors. And it is beautiful. And we should consider ourselves lucky enough to even be able to see this original pilot animation. Because even though this style didn't get its syndication, it can still inspire people with its premise, its details, its style, and most importantly, these amazing characters, who I love no matter what they look like. I hope Steven Universe can inspire you too.
Wow, this is the best review for this.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you...
I do like her voice too, actually. Yeah, you're the only one that's here now. Oh, excuse me. I don't know why they don't have didn't continue with Professor Time and Nickelodeon. That would be amazing if they did. Literally. It's a shame that when I talk, it lags a lot in the background or the little picture there. Oh, Autumn's asleep. She may wake up because I had to move my feet around. Oh, cuddly. Autumn. That's so cute. Autumn. That's so cute. And she looks all queered up. I love how my dog is like that. What inspired you to start creating comics and design your own? Oh, Stolas, that's a really great question. Even though it didn't do so well over the future because people weren't interested, I think that's where the jealousy came from on other YouTubers because they got seen and heard more, and people just didn't want to believe me, or better yet, supported me further. Yeah, they did. I gotta make a video about that in the future though, but people just don't believe me because I need to get back on Instagram. Crap. I mean, I got plenty of time. I didn't lost it forever because I'm able to get it back. I'm just too lazy at the moment because that's not on my mind. I started doing the little socks because of Nickelodeon. Because I want to share this with the others too, though. But US is the only one that's here. I could give you the full detail. I was bored by searching some Loud House images, and I know this is a little cheap, but I would not copy, but like trace and sketch, right? Because I know people that doesn't consider it art, but I do it in comic style because I thought it'd be more interesting, especially for someone like me that wants to take his art anywhere. Nickelodeon apparently liked it because they know that it's pretty cool to see it in a paper version, but what like comic style, and they say, "We love your work of the Loud House," or something sort to that. "We are looking forward to see more from you." I kid you not, Nickelodeon, like the studio. I mean, like, man, people don't believe me. Like, I literally got a comment from them. I got the screenshot. It's still up on my Instagram. It is, right? I just have so many posts on there. They not only did it once or twice, but thrice. So I did another one of like Leak Aloud or something. I think, okay, the first one was a drawing. The second one was a suck of him out of Sharpie because, well, that's the only way I could actually design him at the time. And I did one, Buzz and Is a Beast, one of my favorite Nickelodeon shows that Butch Hartman did. It's a shame that it didn't last too long. I guess people didn't like it, but I enjoyed it. Nickelodeon, they even gave me like little emojis too. And I'm thinking I could have worked with Nickelodeon. You know, I mean, even though I can't draw, but maybe like voice acting or directing. Well, maybe not directing, but I don't know, maybe the setting or something, you know, this just to be part of it. So that's basically why I started the Loud House fandom, kind of the first place. It's just a shame that people only would care for my reactions. That's probably why I get jealous of other reaction channels because people focus on them, but for me, they only focus on the episode. I had to stop because it felt unfair, and I was getting really discouraged. Oh God, tell me about it. I don't even know why the Loud Cest was even a thing. I do not know why. I still remembered. Still, it's what's really disturbing is how when I was viewing it on the Google, damn it, oh, man, I'm back to the home screen again. I hate when that happens. When I was viewing the Loud Cest on Google, I saw a GIF. It probably got removed. I think I did a video of it, but I censored it because it's too much. Plus, I don't want anyone to get any ideas. It was Lincoln that was forcing Lily to give him oral sex. I did not know how to respond. I'm thinking someone should be investigated. That's not okay. I know it's animated, but like this is not right. And I just cannot believe that's a thing. It was so disturbing. I don't know why people tolerate that. It was disgusting. It was vile. I had the misfortune of seeing a disgusting. Oh yeah. Wait, what? Oh, Solas, I feel awful to hear that. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's disturbing. No, that's just downright vile. Oh my goodness. Wow. Lorisa? So you mean like Lori and Lisa? Oh. You know what I feel guilty of? I saw this like anime, like because I used to do a lot of La House reactions. So people, when I comment on other La House videos, people think, or how can I say this? People would say, "Hey, it's Dion." Like they would immediately remember who I am because I think I was kind of known, right? So to speak, because no one was doing reactions yet, and there was this animation. It was Leakin that was asleep on the couch kissing Len. And I thought, all right, that was cool because I didn't knew. I mean, I know I was an adult still, but maybe it's because since I went through incest myself, I thought that was normal, right? And I supported their work for that, and they liked my comment because they're a big channel. So, like, all right, why not? And looking back on it, I was shocked that people liked it. You know, and me, well, I was just confused. And I just can't believe that's a thing. Damn, it's been 8 years. Oh, I think it's by a creator named SB99. I remember this video. Wait, hold on. Is it really been 8 years? Jeez, where did the time go? I mean, I thought it was pretty cool though. I might need to make a video about this. Ooh, when arrogant pranksters mess with the wrong guy. Oh, this venture camp. Yeah, at the Science House. That was pretty good. Man, oh my goodness. This person did like my... I think they liked my videos or something now. They're a really big channel, at least back then. These comments are old though. People don't really comment on it anymore. I do like the music though. How many subscribers does this person have? 44,000? They're still making videos. Not as much though, and their views are not that good. Yeah, people only care about the Lighthouse, sadly. I don't know why. I guess it's because the community is so young, but yet again, you got young ones that are obsessed with Mr. Beast. It's confusing. I do like the music. Hold on. Oh man, I've heard that music. I do like the music though. I give credit. Oh man, I can show this to everyone and see how they reacted. God, I used to watch this. So I was 21.
Hey everyone, you may notice something different about me. My voice changed, and that means I'm going through puberty. This is an important stage in my life. So today, I'm going to experience everything there is to being mature.
Talking to yourself again?
Lucy, what are you doing here?
Just be wary, Lincoln. Your body will change, and state of mind will change. You'll question more things in the world that just doesn't make sense to you.
Puberty is scary. She's right though.
Okay then, I don't think it'll be that bad.
In a world that just doesn't make sense to you. Puberty is scary.
They did a good job with this though.
Okay then, I think it'll be that bad.
I forgot, this is like one of the very first animation channels I've ever watched. Or at least as an adult.
No, right? Quite the stud. Not that. You're like me. You have to have abs of this.
She doesn't even have abs. Come on.
Exercise, silly. You need to do what it takes to build your muscles. That sounds like a lot of work. It's better than taking the easy route like Lori and Lenny. So, this is what teenagers do?
It's what we do. I do whatever it takes to look my best.
We post cute pictures online, and that's why we're so popular at school.
Speaking of school, Lenny, what grades do that?
I have B's. I wish I could get C's. And D's are even better.
Double D's, that is.
I don't get it. Is the joke about the opposite?
It's called innuendo, Lincoln. It's part of growing up. Certain things you didn't find funny before will immediately make you laugh. Just don't think too long and hard about it. Keep it small.
Wait, so that was a joke? I always thought the higher the letter, the higher the grades in school. I thought I was failing.
Why do you want to be more mature? Being an adult is so boring. Being a kid is great. Besides, it's not that much.
I just noticed Lincoln was blushing when Lori was taking selfies. Oh dear. Oh my gosh. I never have noticed that. Oh, Stolas. Oh, Superman Logan. Yeah, I don't like him. I remember there's a channel that I watched that bung up about him because honestly, his channel is straight up zombie brain. What? And I heard that I watched the reaction of it, but it got blocked, obviously. Damn it. That way, like, it could be like lost media. I think it might be on YouTube, though. It's not that bad. I did watch, like, a few episodes. I mean, it is a little corny, but it's not terrible. You know, it's pretty accurate. Liga wore a diaper was twerking. That one I don't remember. I don't remember that, honestly. But I want to put the music again. I love hearing it. God, I love that music. It's so really catchy. Man, this person did a good job. Oh, wait, one more time, one more time. I love hearing it. God, I love that music. I can't believe this is like 2 years after I kind of try to take off on my YouTube channel. Man, that's before we got evicted. One more time, one more time. I think I did a reaction of it too, though, but it's so catchy. God, this has been not long. It seems like yesterday I was watching The Loud House.
Ruining someone's day for your own amusement. Today, we're exposing those moments when these gutless cowards messed with the wrong targets and got hit with a reality check they never saw coming. Get ready for some epic justice, because today, karma is coming in hot, and it's bringing the pain. Meet this self-proclaimed king of cringe. This guy thinks being a prankster means bothering people relax.
Papi! Papi! Hearing that? Ñaño. Tu papi ñaño.
What is his problem? He thinks it's okay to harass people? I'll be upset. That's sexual assault. Are you kidding me? I would snap that from him. And yet, it's kind of funny. He's like 5'6". He looks puny, and I'm shorter than him. What a freak. That is not okay. Oh my goodness. He's lucky he got his ass killed.
Believing it was all in good fun. Little did they know, the joke would quickly turn against them.
Why do people do this? This is assault other people. Why?
These Aussie comedians interrupted a wrestling match thinking they'd score some laughs, but instead, they got a savage beat.
So are you still there?
around.
Oh, this looks old.
Hey, yo! This prankster thought it'd be funny to mess with a human billboard, but he quickly found out that some people don't play around.
Oh, that must be a really old prank. This was like over 10 years ago. Oh, stealing his job from him. Oh, must be the 90s. Late 90s. Yep, the way they're dressed, late 90s. Wow, we had pranks back then when I was a little boy. Are you kidding me? Wow, they say chill as well. Yep, that must be late 90s.
Flirting with another guy's girlfriend, only to get punched in the face.
Oh, he's wearing overalls.
Harassing an old couple with a farting prank seemed like a good idea to this loser, until he got punched in the mouth for crossing the line.
Listen, that was my wife's face.
No, it's good as pretend. It was a joke. Look, can.
I'm gonna knock you on yet.
Okay.
Get the f out of here right now. I may be right in the chair, but I'll knock you on your up. You stood right there and did constantly.
No, look, can I show you something?
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, that's hilarious.
This loser picks on random people for chasing views and internet clout while hiding behind his security.
Get it, get it. Come on. You're a grown. I'm 19 years old. I'm gonna get autograph.
But when he messes with UFC fighter Nate Diaz, he'll realize there's no security big enough to save him from that beating.
The question I have for you today, man, is when you do get knocked out, are you gonna retire?
Say that, so I know who you are. I'm gonna kick you in your leg.
A few moments later.
Okay, wait, car, get in the car. I'll call Oswald. Get in the car. Oh, I'm sorry.
This influencer just got slapped into the next dimension.
Actually? No shit. Oh, I didn't know that was bad. My bad, but like actually
messing with the wrong people can.
Oh yeah, that's an old one. Yeah.
A fake punch prank turns into a real knockout moment.
Huh, I guess he fell asleep. I'm still. I hope you're sleeping well, because I haven't heard you replaying back, so you must have dozed off.
Pushes her buttons. This woman doesn't hold back. Just wait until you see her reaction. This prankster and his sidekick picked the wrong man to mess with.
Oh, it's in France.
This prankster and his sidekick picked the wrong man to mess with, and it cost them dearly.
Mickey, because we're
Oh my god. Dear island boy.
This is so impossibly battery. You can't just throw fruit at people's heads. You deserve that. They got off easily.
This pathetic YouTuber thought he could. Wasn't about to let it slide. And that's how quickly a joke can turn into a nightmare.
Why do people do these? I don't get it. He definitely fell asleep.